Happy Wednesday. I don't know how happy I can say that it is because it is. Started off snowing this morning, but it's just been a cold. We're back. Said it lost connection, but we're back. But it is. Started out snowing, it's just been a cold rain. Yeah. I got the little kerosene fired up. We keep losing connection. Let's see if it's going to keep on this time. It is. It's a cool one. I got the kerosene heater fired up. And I need to get out here and do something. Besides the kerosene heater fired up. Jim Kerr, how are you doing? A very happy Wednesday. It's my Crown Black salute. Out here trying to get a little bit done working on some wood duck. Blake, how are you doing? Been sitting around here a very long time. My connection's not good. Keep saying it's freezing up on me. Well, let's see how it works out. We'll keep going. But anyway, it's been a very cold rain here. I know on the western shore they're getting a good bit of snow. Not here. Just cold. Just coldness. But I am painting some decoys, trying to get these things further along to what they had been. These wood ducks have been sitting here forever. Trying to get some bottom paint on them. At least get me in one step in the right direction. That's all it looks. Blake, I'm doing well. How about yourself? Very cold here. Kind of a turned right out of the east. Wind's coming right off the ocean. We didn't get any snow, which I almost would rather have snow than this cold rain. Jim, you are correct, sir. Salute. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, I'm sure. But need to get these wood ducks done. I'm going to put 2 coats of bottom paint on them anyway. So a little bit, every now and then when I'm struggling a little bit for some motivation, I can always put at least the first coat on the bottoms and get that going on. So nothing super sophisticated, nothing fancy. Just some nice bottom paint. Get them on their way to getting cured up. And the coolness out here, it does take a while for this stuff to set up. Check this guy out. Nice little prainer. I think it's kind of cool. They're hollow. These are high density tan cork. Put bottom boards on them. They're hollow. Can't remember why I didn't put anything in them, but I usually put 2 pennies in there. Got a cedar tail in them and a northern white cedar head. And as always, we're using Golden's matte acrylic. So what's the weather like for you guys? Where are you at? Who's there? Check in, please. I don't want to say roll call, but what's roll call? I know where Blake and Jim are from. Who else is watching? If you got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to answer my best. I'm not an expert on anything. I just like to do it the way I like to do it, but I definitely will share with anyone the way that I do things. Might not be the right way, but it's the way I do them. Starting to feel that kerosene heat just a little bit. Would you believe I'm still in flip-flops? I am. Welcome, Steven. How you doing? Yeah, I'm still in flip-flops. Kind of hard for me not to be. Keith, Western New York. 30, as in 30 degrees. You getting any snow? It's about 36 here. Chris, I do not. The Golden's acrylic, if you're not familiar with it, grab a Jenkins green here real quick. It is, I don't know if you can make that out or not. It is very, very thick. Very thick paint. And because of that, no, I do not put anything. I don't put any top coat on them. Just, let's see if I can grab. Oh, here's an old George Williams. Here's an old George Williams Brant. This thing is from 89. Golden's acrylics, and it just doesn't wear off. It wears really good. If anything, we'll get a little bit of wear on the bills. Stuff lasts really nice. Let me scroll down through. I think I might have missed. Yeah, so I don't put anything on the Golden's acrylic. I go right with it, and then just like with these teal. I mean, it's very thick, durable paint. So works out very well. I've been very happy with it over the years. George Williams, Dover, Delaware, actually Camden, Delaware. He's the one that turned me on to Golden's back in the day, probably 1994. So, and I've been using it ever since. So. Yeah, David, it had a little bit of snow right in the beginning of the morning there, and it just never turned right to rain, and everything is just. Tom, thinking of you, we are. I need to just actually moved your hood and merganser out. I need to catch up with you on that, so sorry about that. I will get on it though. They are not. Still going to be a 60-day season. Sea ducks. It'll still be a 60-day season. It'll be the 4th year of the new reduced 107 days to only 60. So limits and everything is staying the same. Brant season is going to be reduced to only 30 days from 45 to 30. They think it'll still be a 2-bird limit. It was 2 birds this year, 45 days. But sea ducks, we lost connection again. Sea ducks, 60 days. And in Maryland, it's going to be pretty much the same 60 days. So I think the Brant season here in Maryland is going to be the last 30 days instead of trying to break it up and have it broke up. So Corey, you're asking where can you find good painted plastic ducks? Truthfully, but in my era of using plastic ducks, I just went to Home Depot and bought the cheapest spray paint I could find because the stuff wears off. It's hard to get paint to stick to plastic, and I would just go get the 99-cent cans, the cheap stuff, and go with it. So get another little wood duck. Hopefully it doesn't take them too long to get done. John, yes I am. I just saw the lost connection again there for whatever reason. Usually have pretty good service out here. I am booking Brant for next year. I did not go that many times this year. I think we did 7 trips, and we're not a lot of young birds, and that's one of the reasons why they're going to reduce the 45 days down to 30 days because this year's winter count. And this year's winter count in the Atlantic Flyway for the Atlantic Brant was guesstimated at only 110,000 birds. So right at 100,000. If it's 100,000 or less, they actually will shut the season down. So I guess we should be fortunate that we'll get 30 days and the two bird limit versus, I guess, the alternative of just totally shutting it down. So scrolling up through. Chip, welcome. How are you doing? Cold, rainy day. Taking advantage, just sitting here. Been out running around this morning, midday, computing. I heard, I don't know if it's a fact, but I heard a rumor that there may be a new duck boat in my future. Karen and I have been talking about it, and I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. I may have been working on that this morning, so. Another nice little woody. Thank you, John. If I can help you, please, my phone is always on. I say talk or text, it's always on. It's 410-937-4034. Knocking stuff around here as I'm doing this. 410-937-4034. Here's an old one. Jack Nash, I think he has the Drake to this hen. This is it's hard to see. I got it burnt in there. Anyway, it says 2009. I figure while I'm painting stuff, I might as well get her done. A little hen, especially a little hen ring neck. So at least if I started to do her tail, finish that off, and again, if I get some bottom paint on, maybe that'll help Maybe that'll help motivate me. Brandon, what can I help you with? We have a 3-day license here in Maryland, non-resident license. It's $45 for the license, $9 for the state stamp. How many of you will there be, do you think? Generally and typically 4 works best. 4 works best in a boat, but like I just said, I don't know if you heard it, there may be a larger new duck boat in our future. That's yet to be determined, but there could be. You know what? I should probably just end up sending this to Jack. He sent me a picture. So what, it'll be almost 10 years. Next year will be 10 seasons old. He sent me a picture. Jack Nash, thinking of you we are. He sent me a picture of the drake that I did. 4 works well. 4 works well, Brandon. It would be $1,300 for the morning hunt. $54 total for the license. And there's plenty of places to stay here, but figure about $60 a night for a double. So yeah, maybe I should. This bird may be heading to Florida. I don't know. Have not decided. Jack Nash, are you out there? You out there, my friend? Following along? I know it must be nice in Florida today. Cody, welcome. What's going on? So yeah, with the decoys, I do use Golden's heavy body mat. Let me find a good example here. I can show someone. Stick this guy behind in there. Corey, we have not. I know over the years there are guys that have shot some sea ducks on the bay out of big boats. My good friend John Prather. Corey, I'm sorry, not Cody. Corey. Good friend John Prather, Ocean City Guide Service. He has a 27-foot center console. He's painted it kind of a gray. And he's done very well out of it. So, damn, Chad, woo, 83 degrees. Thinking of you, we are. Karen and I are headed to Australia next week. Well, 10 days or so, and we are looking forward to some warm weather. Back to the Goldens. Goldens heavy body mat. Still trying to find a good label that is you'll be clearly able to read. All my jars are they're all messed up. Let's see if this one is looking a little bit better. Not much better. Golden's heavy body matte acrylic. And again, it truly is. It's about the consistency, of peanut butter. So it's always been very good paint. The stuff lasts too. These jars are old. Just top off a little bit of water in there and make sure the stuff doesn't dry out. And it really does last. Really does last for a long time. It does. Mr. Bluebill, working on him. Same kind of thing. I just need there. He's hollow. Got the 2 pennies in him. Get some bottom paint on. That'll help me further his completion. What's everybody doing today on this? At least here, obviously for you, Chad, it's a warm Tuesday or Wednesday, excuse me, a warm Wednesday afternoon, but it's a cool one here. Been a cold rain. We got a good wind right out of the east right now, coming off the ocean, and it definitely is not pleasant outside. Buffalo header out back, they're enjoying. Top them off with some corn, so they hopefully will stick around for a little while. We're going on a little trip. They'll eat everything, and they may not be here when I get back. But they will be here next year, next season. They should return for sure. Repainting the decoys. I really just do it when they need it, if that makes sense. Especially the big sea ducks. They're all sitting up on the roof here. I'd grab one right now. the cork does absorb water, so I've got many of the big scoter, and I do, especially in the early season when the temperatures are a little nicer. I definitely, really just use the Golden's heavy body mat to kind of seal the birds back up. But the bills and tails, really bills more than anything. Tails usually, even in the slotted bags, tail down. The tails last real long. The bills are what really I find really get worn. And if you were going to touch up something, but definitely on a cork bird, my advice to anybody would be on a cork bird, if it does get shot and the paint is opened up, I definitely would make sure that I try to pull it out of the rig for a while, let it dry out, put a little bit of paint on it, and nice little blue bill. Let them dry out. Just put a little bit of paint back on that cork so you keep the cork sealed up, so it will not absorb water. So. Tim, if you're watching, welcome. Welcome. Facebook Live. What else can I do here? What else? Looking for some more bottom painted birds. Here's how I've got one coat. I got one coat on the bottom paint of the widgeon. I've got to finish really tick the heads, get them all ticked up, but the bodies are done. Put a little bit of white. I'm gonna dry brush the white on the front, but to me they're done. Mike, welcome. How you doing? So I got those still to do. Guess it's easy for me to talk about them and not do them. And same thing really with the teal. Need to put another coat of head paint on them and do the bills, but everything else, the bottoms are done. And the rest of my paint on the teal is done. So yeah, I gotta hit. There we go. Is it getting chipped or is it getting worn? Brooke, welcome. What's up? Is it getting chipped or is it getting worn off? Like I said, with my birds, and see if I should have a brand here real quick. My brand get used and abused. Everything else is just old here. Even the oil birds. I'm not really seeing a good example of what I want to show. Let's see here. I mean, here's a brand. Again, just a little bit of wear. Just a little bit of wear on the bill is really what it is. The tails last pretty good. I do use the most everything on my smaller birds in the brand. I use the Dakota 12 slotted bags, the zipper tops. The zipper tops, I think, really help protect them. Here's another good example. Just kind of some wear like that is what I usually get. And it's mostly just on the bills. The black's worn off a little bit, but still gets it done. Still gets it done. Let me scroll back up through here. Brooke, good to see you. Larry, thank you for joining in. I appreciate the kind words. Well, Corey, if you go to the slotted bags, I would advise you go to the slotted bags, especially for cork birds. And if you go with the Dakota zipper top bags, the Dakota bags actually have some padding in between them, so it kind of helps that too. Plus, the bags will stand up nice, and with long line of my stuff, I can all my long lines are already rigged and set in the bag. Mark, thanks for joining. Justin, what's up? I need to get the teal done. I'm thinking they're going to be in the 150 range probably. I need to get them done though and just really set them down and see what they really look like. So, Tom, you can. I just need to get them done. Got a bunch of different poses. There's a low head. I've got my definition of a preener. Got just some regular headed teal. So, that sheet of cork I cut out. I guess I cut out. that had been sitting around from before, so I have a lot of green wing too. Connection service. Keep saying it is not strong for some reason. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you about money, but if you have cork birds, just the mesh bags are just not gonna. They're just not gonna be conducive to keeping them in good shape. I think, at least my opinion. Even if you go and get the canvas bags, the canvas slotted bags, you can find them around. They're gonna help you, but just keeping the birds from hitting. Mike, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Excuse me, everyone. Ooh. It is a little cool out here. Just a tad. Still looking for, I think all the bottoms are done. And if all the bottoms are done, I think my Facebook Live might be done. Thoughts, comments, questions? Matt Nisley, what's up? Just had your bird in my hand. Thank you for tuning in. Larry, I've got an old one sitting here. Let's see if I can dig him out without wrecking the whole place. This guy is from 2003. So maybe not the way I'd carve him today, but still probably a pretty good representation of the way I raise everything that I'm making. They're hollow. I'm putting a lead weight on, brand the bottom board, and just put a piece of leather. And they work out very well. Matt Conworth, thank you very much. Is it snowing its rear end off where you are at today, or are you down south? I got you, Corey. I'm sorry. Misread. I thought you were talking about cork. Thank you, Larry. I will. If you want, Larry, not to put it on you, but if you want, my phone's always on. If you could, text. If you want to text me real quick, feel free. It's 410-937-4034. 410-937-4034. My phone's always on. If you want, text me. And I can actually text you some pictures when they're 100% done. So, keeps going from green to orange. When it goes orange, it says it's recording. A little better carving job, but it'll basically be this paint job carved just a little bit better. Here's a regular head. Again, Larry, it's 410-937-4034. Corey, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I think because I don't have anything else to paint, bottoms painted. I said it before, but I think we're going to pull the plug on Facebook Live. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate everybody taking the time. I always do. I always appreciate anybody that takes his time to stop and check out what we're doing. Don't really have anything else cool in here to show. Yeah, that's about it. Action. Guess it's the bad weather. Sorry, yeah, Larry, it just kind of keeps going back and forth. So I will say it slowly. It went from green to orange. 410-937-4034. So I think I'm done. 410-937-4034. My phone's always on. Text or talk. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Hope you're staying warm. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate everyone again.